If you've known me for a while now, you know that I have some quirks, such as annoying skin conditions, and extreme seasonal allergies. But there's one thing that puts me at the top of the bar of the loser child ranking: bloody noses, also known as nosebleeds. I used to get these all the time, so much that teachers actually knew me as the kid that got nosebleeds. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I was the kid that got nosebleeds all the time. I actually had to carry around a packet of tissues with me, like 24/7, just in case like a nosebleed just like popped out of nowhere and decided, hey, I'm gonna bleed all over you. If I got a nosebleed in the middle of class, I would have to let it be known that I was bleeding profusely from my face. I know a lot of people got them as accidents from like playing sports, when getting hit in the face or something, which honestly also happened to me, so it's like a little bonus. But most of mine would happen just like in the middle of class, when all I was doing was listening to the teacher, minding my own business, being a nice, good student. I actually had a nosebleed so bad that my teacher put me at a table in the back by myself with an entire box of tissues. She thought that would help me, get over it faster, which I mean is nice, just kind of give you your space, but also that kind of isolates you from the rest of the class. Like, this kid is just like freaking dying in the corner and we're just gonna ignore them. Just sit over there and bleed. You'll be fine. I'm not gonna send you to the nurse or anything. Not like you've been bleeding for a while or anything. Nothing, it's just a nosebleed. She'll be fine, It took me 4 hours. Yeah, I had a nosebleed for 4 friggin' hours. 1 hour of those 4, I was actually out at recess with the tissue box, still plugging my nose. Yeah, they just told me to go. Yeah, I actually ate lunch with like my nose still bleeding, and I don't know. That was literally the worst I've ever had. And I kind of laugh because I'm like, no one wanted to do anything. They just thought, oh, give her a box of tissues, she'll be fine. It was 4 hours. Didn't stop bleeding. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't pass out. Like, I don't know. I would get them any time of the day. Sometimes more than once a day even. I would even start the day off with the nosebleed. It's almost like people with their coffee starting their day off. No. Mine was freaking spewing bodily fluids out of my face. Like, what? Who? Why? Ugh. I would actually wake up and find blood on my pillow from bleeding overnight. Like, finding blood, like, everywhere, as crazy as it sounds, was, like, a normal thing for elementary school Clarissa. Like, I'm not even kidding. That was just, like, an everyday thing. Like, oh, there's blood all over me. Alright, that's cool. I bled again. I don't know how I wasn't, like, anemic. Well, maybe I was. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Teachers who didn't know me and saw me bleeding would like freak out. They thought like I got hurt, or they would try to give me tips. Yeah, tips. Little did they know, I was an expert at this by like the age of 8. So I was like, no. I'm not listening to your tips that'll make it stop bleeding faster. It's not gonna stop bleeding faster. I know what I'm doing. If it's not stopping what I'm doing, I'm just bleeding out. I don't know. I don't know. It was so annoying when a teacher would start pestering me about how I'm not doing it correctly, or you should tilt your head back. Don't tilt your head back. That's like the worst thing you could do. It's like, you don't do that. You don't. You just end up tasting your blood as it drips back down your throat and into your mouth. And then you have some other nasty stuff happen. Also, the whole stick some tissue up there and it'll stop thing is just a bunch of BS. Don't do that. It doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna tell you what you actually do. You have to put pressure on your nose, like right here. Hold it. You hold it. And eventually, when you're doing that, it'll stop. Just don't keep checking like every 2 seconds, because then you're not going to do anything. You're probably just going to make it worse. Honestly, I feel like teachers need to get like some accurate training for this. Like, always having tissues in the classroom. I feel like it's a basic one that a lot of teachers don't do. Like, it's like a basic thing have tissues in your class. Have backup tissues. Have some backup tissues, you know? Maybe I'm just like projecting like my childhood on this, but seriously, tissues. They're amazing. An open door policy. You need that. Okay, like, let me explain. Who wants to make it be known that they're bleeding to the entire class? Especially when you're, like, in elementary school. It's not only embarrassing, okay? But have you seen kids when one of their classmates starts bleeding for any reason at all? There is an uproar. It turns into some sort of grade school parliament. Yeah, the nosebleeds got considerably better as I got older, and in high school it was almost rare for me to get them, but I would get them. My parents continued to write it under medical conditions, though. I mean, I guess that is a good warning, so teachers don't think you're just bleeding out in the middle of their class. And one teacher that I went up to during a nosebleed to let her know that I was bleeding actually just told me she had tissues and there was no reason to excuse me from class. Like, what? I was not asking permission. I am telling you I am going now. You think it's okay for me to just bleed all over your class? You want everyone to see me bleed in the middle of class? I need to at least wash my hands and throw away the bloody tissues where I can at least somewhat safely secure the biofluids flowing from my face. You gotta keep that away from any kind of accidental exposure. I mean, someone could just like have thrown something away earlier and just like want to reach in the trash can and not know. And that's gross. No. So I just went and dealt with it in the bathroom. So basically I just left. I still get the occasional bursts of life fluid even now during college. I've even gotten them at work on occasion, which is always fun, as you could probably imagine. Yeah, I was that kid that would literally just bleed from their face every now and then. And usually it was more of a now than then, if you can understand that, which means, yeah, it happened a lot. More than it should have, probably. So yeah, you could have caught me with some tissues. If you needed a tissue, I probably had one, and if I didn't, I was just dying, I guess. I don't know. If you have any similar experiences, please let me know down in the comments down below. I would really like to know that I'm not alone in this, just like everything else that is making me feel terrible. Also, give a thumbs up on this video if you liked it, and please hit that subscribe button and the bell if you want to get notified, since obviously subscriptions don't work like they should anymore, so you can do that down there. Yeah, it's free, which is awesome. I mean, yeah, why not? Do it now. I haven't been making too many videos lately. I've had school and family stuff and just like everything happening lately. I feel like I say that every time, but it's just life, guys. It's life. It's life. But I have been drawing a lot. I've been putting those on my Instagram. If you don't know my Instagram, it's clarissa_sun. That is linked below, along with my Twitter. I have Snapchat, which is a terrible name for my Snapchat, but it's there. And my Redbubble is also listed down below, so you can go there, check out my art, and maybe buy some if you feel like actually helping me out. It'd be great. Because tuition was a lot of freaking money. Yeah. Please check that out. Subscribe, thumbs up, all that jazz. And I will be seeing you later, as long as I don't melt in this heat. Bye!